Hello, my name is Dr. Ruthie, or Dr. Ruth Newstifter if you want to be formal. I'm a professional sexuality educator. I blog over at exploringintimacy.com. I am the author of The Nice Girl's Guide to Talking Dirty. But today I'm here with funwares.com answering your questions on sex and relationships. If you want to ask me a question, you can email it over to Ask Dr. Ruthie, that's Ruthie with an IE, at funwares.com, ASKRUTHIE at funwares.com. You can send it to me on Twitter or through Facebook at the information at the beginning and the end of this video, and I will be happy to receive your email. I do 8 videos a month, so hopefully yours will come out as a video as well. Let's see what our question is for today. This one came in by email. It was a really long question, but I've cut it down kind of to the main point here. What I need to know is how and where to shave. The reason for this is when my boyfriend comes over, he asks to finger me, but I tell him no, and he asks if it's because I forgot to shave. No, I didn't forget. The truth is that I don't know where or how or what all I'm supposed to shave. Please help. All right, first let's address the question of whether or not it's necessary to shave. It is not necessary to shave. If you want to shave, by all means shave, and I'm going to help you learn how. If you don't want to shave, by all means, don't shave, and there's no need to. This is just a wonderful part of the variety and diversity of our vulvas and just how we like to be, and same goes for the gents too, the male-bodied folks. Guys can shave as well, and also do not have to shave. I often encourage folks who always want their partner to shave but have never shaved themselves to go ahead and shave themselves once or twice. They may really, really like it, or they may really, really get a sense of sympathy for their partner who doesn't want to shave. By the same token, you can't really expect your partner to shave just because you do. It's something to communicate together. But no matter what, actually, it's never really appropriate to expect your partner to shave. You can put in the polite request and have a conversation and see how you can make it a more wonderful experience for them if they're interested, and they may ask you to do the same, or perhaps it's something sexy you can do together. Let's talk about shaving the vulva for female-bodied folks. This is Venus, my stunt vulva, and she's going to teach you a little bit about shaving here with me. This velvety part is where the majority of the pubic hair grows, up to the top and the fluff, and these big outer lips. You'll get the occasional hair right here on these inner lips. Every once in a while somebody gets a hair on the clitoris or the clitoral hood, but these are few and far between. And generally speaking, this area, this light-colored fabric, is not where you want to put a razor. If you have an individual hair there, get out a mirror. You can tweeze it very carefully, clip it very carefully with some scissors, maybe. Very careful of all this. Please, people have cut themselves in so many bad ways, removing body hair. So those are kind of dealt with on an individual hair basis. Like if you get your eyebrows waxed, but you have like a crazy one out here, you're not going to put wax all the way over here. You're just going to deal with that individual hair, right? Women's pubic hair will grow all the way down, and some people have more, some people have less. Grow all the way down and kind of around and into the butt crack region. And so there's lots of ways to remove it. Perhaps, I hesitate to say easiest, but I mean easiest as far as skills and planning goes, would be to go in and just get it professionally waxed. Unless you have high-level waxing skills, knowledge, and training, I suggest against waxing yourself. I also suggest against using depilatories, you know, those creams that dissolve away the hair. It says right in the bottle not to use them in your pubic area or anywhere sensitive. And there's a reason for that. It burns the delicate skin, so I suggest against that. You can make an appointment to have a bikini wax done, is what they call it, and they'll ask you how much you want waxed. If you want to wax all the way around to the butt crack, ask what they call it. Some places call it Brazilian. There's lots of different names. And you can ask for that too. If they do body waxing, they do bikini waxes, and they've heard all these questions before, and they've seen a lot of women's lady bits before, and they're not going to be surprised by yours. Shower up freshly before you head on over there, and you'll be just fine. They'll take care of you. Yes, they will have to see your genitalia in order to do the waxing, and they will be putting their hands on your body hair and ripping it out of you, and it does hurt. There's no lie. Yes, it does hurt. But it gets it done, and it lasts longer than a shave, and you don't have to worry about cutting yourself or nicking yourself, and hopefully they're skilled and have done lots of bikini waxes, and you'll be all set. Now, for shaving, some people really can't tolerate shaving well, regardless of the body, and they get ingrown hairs and all kinds of discomfort. There's lots of products on the market for this, and special shaving creams and gels that are designed for this, and you can evaluate them yourself based on what kind of products you're sensitive to and what you're not. My general suggestion is to avoid mentholated or other kinds of tingling shave gels and soaps and creams and products because they will get, it's really sensitive here on that kind of menthol and stuff. A lot of people cannot really tolerate these special shaving creams and gels. They have to get a sensitive body product because it drips in there and causes bladder and yeast infections and things like that. So different people's bodies are okay with that and some are not. Generally speaking, it's these outside, the lips on either side that are pretty much always shaved down a ways into wherever it is you feel comfortable. This fluff at the top is sometimes left, sometimes shaped, sometimes trimmed gently with a pair of scissors very carefully, sometimes completely removed. This is individual choice. It's totally up to you what you want. Like I said, this area we don't generally touch with a razor at all. These are just dealt with on a case-by-case basis for errant hairs. You want to shave in the same way they tell you to shave any other body hair. Soak the hair really well, and then with nice hot water, not too hot, but as hot as you can pleasantly enjoy. And shave in the same direction as the hair growth. You don't want to shave over the same spot too many times. If you use a mirror and you're very careful with a petite pair of scissors that you can use without cutting yourself, then I would suggest to go ahead and trim down the area with clippers or scissors first. Again, being very, very careful. Many people have had unfortunate incidents when they were not careful because getting the hair a little shorter can make it easier to shave off. Can you use an electric shaver? Yes, you can. Just be very careful and watch where you're using it. Use a mirror and things like that. It's probably safer than any kind of exposed blade. And you always want a fresh blade. You always want, your shaver to have a fresh blade on it and be in good shape. And whether it's electric or disposable and all that good stuff. Of course, don't take any kind of electric shaver in the shower unless it's waterproof. You get the idea, basic tips there. When you're done, different people suggest different things. Some people suggest an aftershave product, and they do make those for bikini shaves. Visit your local drugstore and take a look at those. And that may help to reduce the itchiness of the regrowth and any kind of ingrown hairs that may result. People's bodies are different from person to person about regrowth and ingrown hair issues. If you're having a lot of problems, take a look at the products in your drugstore, or maybe consider waxing unless that's what gave you the problems. Or just give yourself a trim job and don't shave it all the way down. That can be just wonderful as well. Or just leave it be natural. If you prefer it to be natural, but you're worried about somebody getting like a spare hair in their teeth or something like that, a good scrub with a bath loofah and then just comb through it, either with a hair comb or with your fingers, kind of comb through and tug. And just tug out any of the spare hairs. You're not going crazy, you're just kind of running your fingers through it and tugging them out. And between the loofah or a good kind of gritty washcloth and like the tug or comb method, between those two things, you're going to get pretty much all the loose hairs in that area. There's nothing unattractive about pubic hair. In fact, the way pubic hair shaving started was prostitutes in major cities like New York City, way back in the beginning of industrialization and all that, were having lice issues and other kinds of infestation issues like that. So they were shaving off their body hair to have a cleaner appearance and reduce the risk of getting pubic lice and things like that. And the guys who were visiting these female prostitutes, brought this knowledge back home and started asking their sweeties to do the same thing. And boom, pubic shaving was born. So that's the history of it. Not terribly, illustrious. It all had to do with lice. So, you can decide for yourself whether this is a tradition that you want to continue or not. I'm Dr. Ruthie. I hope this answers your questions about pubic shaving. Don't let anybody pressure you into it by any means. But if you want to, go ahead and explore and enjoy it. I'll see you at the next video. Thanks.